Hi. Who is there? Who's out there in the vast land of crazy? So come on in and welcome. As I'm just going to put this down so I can see it. Hello, everybody. Welcome. So say my little hello. And what about today? Yeah. Ooh, that was interesting. That changed on me. That was weird. That's all I'm going to say. That one was weird. So there's a lot of nuttiness in the stratosphere. What else is new, right? And you know how I was telling you everything was going forward. Yes, we have this beautiful energy. The moon is in Gemini, and it's going over, or it's by the North Node. So it does this once a month, by the fates. And this is a connection of sort of like a monthly tune-up, a monthly check-in, right? Tomorrow, and this monthly checkup of the energies is where we start to sort of say, okay, this is where we're going. And with Saturn squaring Capricorn today, this is where they met up in January. And it was saying, okay, where do we want to go forward? What are your plans, right? So when Saturn met up, or Saturn was the sun met up with Pluto, they have a conversation. So when planets meet, and either whether they get along or don't get along, and they meet together, they have a little, So that's sort of like, okay, this is for us to sort of take a look. What are we doing? We're in Capricorn. Pluto says, what are the structures you want to put in? And the sun is like, okay, well, there's a few ideas that I've been mulling around. He goes, okay, you know what? I'm going to hold you to it when you hit in a couple months. Okay. So here he is a couple months later. Pluto's going, what are you doing? You're in Aries. You're in fire. You're in this energy. You want to go forward. You want to plant some things. Where is your truth? Are you standing in your truth? Are you standing in your divinity of who you are? And that's what he's asking. He's asking the sun. The sun is who we are. It is our energy. When people ask you what your sign is, you tell them what your sun sign is. That's what you do. You let them know, this is my sun sign. I'm a Scorpio. I'm a Libra. I'm this, I'm that, whatever. That is your sun sign. This is who I am. So the sun is saying, and Pluto's saying to him, he goes, well, who are you? And asking these questions, because there's a lot of push in order to get you to start doing it. And as Sherry says, tomorrow looks gnarly. Well, yeah, tomorrow's like filled with loads of energy. So it gets ramped up. And as the sun goes on and it gets closer to Mars, and Mars is at the later degrees of Gemini, we know things are getting ramped up. Energies are getting ramped up. What do we want to be doing? And here comes, Mercury, and Mercury's, asking questions. It wants to know. It's like wants to tell us things. It wants to, inform us more on the direction. And he's just speeding along. Right? So the thing is that Mercury is the god of communication. He goes and he gets the information and brings it here, gets the information and brings it here. He's the information dude, right? So he's bringing in, he goes here, he goes there. And right now he's at the top of the chart, and he's this benefic, he's this energy, says, yes, all lights are green, all lights saying go, as long as you stand in your divinity. As long as you stand in your truth. And this is really holding things without fear. Because Pluto says, you give me, yeah, okay. You want to go in fear? Fine, here we go. Because Pluto is still in Capricorn. So there is still this energy of structure that we are going through and restructuring. And we are sort of like figuring the ins and outs of what is happening and how we are attuning ourselves to this energy, right? And big decisions are coming down for a lot of people because of all the fear that is being placed upon us. And that's where, here comes Mercury and saying, okay, well, you got to make this decision. You got to stand in your truth, and you got to be in that light, because we're going forward. We want to get things going. And we know that as we get going and things are moving, we're coming up into this energy of a full moon, right? So this full moon is coming in. And the full moon is going to be coming in. And on the 19th, it is going to make its first quarter square, where the sun is going to be at 0 degrees and the moon is going to be, at 0 degrees Leo. So this energy comes in, and anything is taking on that full energy of that sign. 0 degrees takes on the full energy. It just sucks it all in. It's just looking down the road and saying, gimme, 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 gimme. So here it is. The sun is taking, I'm in Taurus. Whoa, what is Taurus? Taurus is about your financials. It's about your relationships. It is Venus. Venus is this beautiful persona of love and money and relationships. And the sun is like, we're looking at all of that. Did you start making some securities? Did you start making a plan? Have you been working on your spirituality? What have you been doing? Are you doing some investments? What, you're not doing anything. Oh, you're still sitting around waiting. Oh, okay. Well, get out. That's what Taurus does. Get out. Sorry. Too bad. So sad. And here comes, the Leo energy, and we're building up to this and saying, but you know what? I deserve all of this. I deserve this and I deserve that. And look at me. And you know what? I got my card, so I can go over and do whatever the hell I want now. Entitlement. Interesting. So we're doing this build up, and Pluto is starting to say, where are you going? What direction are we going in? Where are we going? Because when we are looking for that road, when they say the road less, when we're going upon this road and we think, oh yes, this is a clear road. This is a road that we need to go on. Is it really? Because it looks so much easier? Because the other road is like a little bit gnarly. There's some bumps and turnabouts and things along that way. But isn't that always the road to heaven? Isn't that the road that's going to give you and bring forth more of the glory and the peace and the tranquility in your life? It really is. And these are the questions that are coming in. Because now is the time, as the Emperor dove out of my deck today, saying, where are you going? What are you planning on doing? So this is like, here we are. It's like, okay, I'm tired. I'm overwhelmed. There's been so much going on, and what's happening with the government and all of this craziness. And it's like coming back, but what are you doing? Are you waiting for some magic wand to come in and take you all out of this? So this is our time of looking towards where we want to go, and saying and declaring your I am, declaring that energy and saying, yes, I am. This is a declaration. This is a declaration that you're saying for yourself. You're saying for those that you love around you. You're saying for your future. This is who I am. I am, because I ams are the stones in your road. They are the stones that come into your road that create this road. So if your I am is like, I am tired, I am forgetful, I am this, and bringing, coming down to a very lower energy. It's like, no, I'm going to start bringing myself back up. I'm getting my second breath. I'm beginning to feel more vibrant each and every day. I am looking into new opportunities. I'm open to new meditations. This is starting to put in other stones upon your pathway. And when you look at the other stones in that pathway, this opens you up in so many transformational ways. And it is a road less traveled. And a lot of times, we don't want to be that dandelion that comes in. And that's my new thing now. It's like to be the dandelion. What is it to be the dandelion? To be the dandelion is that seed that is dropped there, and it sits there, and it gets its roots going, and it puts its roots down, and then it begins to sprout up, and it seems like it just sprouts out overnight. And through the cement, and everybody's like, how did that come in? Like, you see energies, and and it's sprouting out through where you don't even think anything can grow. And that's you. You are the dandelion. And dandelions have such nutrition from the root all the way up to the flower. The leaves can be used in salads. The root can be chopped up and dried and made into a tea. It's a hormone balancer for people. It helps with boosting the immune system. You can make dandelion wine if you want to with it. There's so many, beautiful things you could do with dandelion. So this is standing up and saying, you know what, I want to be a dandelion. And people are going to say, ooh, you're a weed. Yeah, I'm a weed. I'm going to be the weed that comes in, that brings in the nutrients. I'm going to be the weed that comes in, that allows for you to grow and bring in that nourishment. I'm not going to be a pansy over here. I'm going to be a pansy. Pansies don't last. Pansies die. They have a short lifetime. Here we go with the dandelion. It goes in the seeds, and it goes into this beautiful puff, and then you blow it, and the seeds spread, and they germinate in new places. So let's be the dandelion. Let's allow ourselves to spread, to allow ourselves to create and bring in this brightness and bring in our own divinity, in our connections, in our alignment. Because there is a false narrative that is coming in with this. And it is taking you onto a road that is saying, well, look at all these things I could give you on earth, says the devil. Look at all these things. If I get to poke you in the arm, I'll give you this little piece of paper, and look at all the things I can give you. And you're like, oh, okay. Sounds like purgatory to me. It sounds like the devil card to me. I can give you all of this, but I get to poke and prod you even more, because now you're in my experiment. So says Pluto in Capricorn. Near the end, near 22 degrees. Was it? No, he's past 22. He's like, he has 3 degrees. I think 27 degrees off the top of my head. Neptune, 22 degrees. What kind of delusions do you want to be in? I can bring you some. Or I can bring you into some enlightenment and greatness. But it is a gnarly kind of road to get there. So this is where today, with that Saturn squared Pluto, oh my God, there's so much there. There's so much there. So be the dandelion today. Stand in your power. Stand in that beauty that is you. And you will see how wonderful that energy can go out. And those seeds start to sprout up in other areas. May 2nd, I have my sun, moon, and rising sign 101. It's from 1 to 4. It's $33. You can go onto the Guru Mama page, thegurumama.com, or you could do e-transfer for the $33. So it is an afternoon. There will be a little workbook with it. So we'll be going through a little workbook with that and through the presentation. So it is part of my little series of astrology classes that I want to bring out. So instead of doing a whole 6 weeks, bringing you a little bit of information here and there, I find that understanding what your sun, moon, and rising sign is the first most important part of the chart. There's so many other aspects and so much other energy that's going on in your natal chart. When you understand where is your sun, not only what sign it's in, what house is it in, and what house is that? Who owns that house that your sun is in? So for instance, my sun is in Scorpio. Scorpio's in the 5th house. Who owns the 5th house? It's Leo. Leo owns that 5th house. So I have fire that owns that 5th house, and I am fixed water. So fixed fire owns the fixed water. So, and from there, who rules the 5th house? The sun, and the sun is there. So I got an extra boost of energy with that sun being in the 5th house in Scorpio. So understanding those little things helps you to understand a little bit more about your chart, gives you a little bit more insight on why you do the things you do, why you are so like, I don't want to move on something. Gives you that sort of insight. So we want to start with the sun and the moon and the rising sign to give you some insight. So that is on May 2nd. So if you are wanting to join me, please do. It's going to be a lot of fun, I think. Of course, anything I do is a lot of fun. So everyone, have a fabulous Friday. Go out there, be the dandelion. Allow yourself to shine brightly and know that you give great nutrients wherever you go. And if someone says that, ooh, you're a bad weed, say, you better believe I'm a bad weed. So have a blessed one and be the bad weed. Talk to you soon. Love you all. May the Lord and Lady watch over and bless each and every one of you in all that you say and all that you be and all that you do. Blessed be everybody. Bye-bye.